right, let's get started. Here we go. Let's go ahead and pull this open. Ta-da! So what do we have in here? Let's go ahead and cut this open. Okay, and what's inside? Cool. Boy, that's a lot of tape. I didn't know eBay sells tape. Interesting. All right, let's go ahead and cut these three open here. Okay. Yeah, I use magic now. I just don't have time to cut things myself. So I just kind of use magic to get these boxes open a little faster. Oh, I remember this. This is like a weird, like kind of loose set. Yeah, I was worried about this. This gun was bent. I knew about this, but it's a pretty minor bend. Okay, cool. So this is the like some of the older sets, older King and Country. Detail isn't as great. The colors are very like contrasting, you know. But I liked this assortment of soldiers because they're kind of, and then this guy here from the 3rd Infantry Division. This is the 3rd Infantry Division patch. Interesting. I do not have any 3rd Infantry Division stuff. I wonder what else they offer for a lineup from that era. And this guy I do have this guy. So this guy would be a duplicate for me, and the antenna is broken off here, which is fine. You know, we could even just take this whole backpack deal off because I have 2 of these guys. So when you get them like this, kind of partialed out, they're a lot cheaper. So highly recommend if you are into collecting and you want to just, you know, bolster your collection, you should go ahead and let's cut this open here. I use magic sometimes, not all the time, just sometimes. Don't want to overdo it, you know. All right, what do we have here? Oh boy. Oh man. Okay, I need to clean up this mess here. Whew. Now it's all clear. And let's see what's in here. So I'm still planning to do my big Christmas unbox. That should be coming around Christmas time. So I'm really enjoying these doing these unboxings because they really, let's see what this is. This is Afrika Korps, Deutsches Afrika Korps. Okay, I've been trying to build up my Afrika Korps collection because, and then ultimately I want to get some British 8th Army guys as well from the EL series, I think, or EA series. I don't remember. German Afrika Korps. Here we go. Here's a German NCO with his Schmeisser. There used to be this guy in my neighborhood when I was growing up. He had here's a Mauser K98. Very, very accurate, reliable rifle. That's a 8mm rifle. I have one, actually. I have one of those. It was one of the first rifles that I purchased. I was obsessed with bolt-action rifles growing up, so always enjoyed that. But yeah, so going back to the story, I had this neighborhood kid that had a Schmeisser toy, and it looked just like the real thing. It had kind of like a metallic paint job like this. It had like the belt and everything. It was he had a dad that worked somewhere. I don't know. He like traveled. He traveled from, you know, for business. He traveled a lot to different countries, so he was able to go and purchase all kinds of different weapons, toy weapons. This is kind of haphazardly. I think these are the Vietnam guys. Yes, these are the Vietnam guys. I believe it or not, I have these as well already. I think I do. I think I have Towel Guy. Yeah, I have Towel Guy. I'm sure you guys have seen this. So I ordered a couple of these. Do I have the Towel Guy? Oh, maybe I don't. So these are from the Tet Offensive. Yeah, so this is a big line. Actually, I do not have these. No, I do not have these. These are from the Tet Offensive. Oh, look at that. Look at the detail on this grenade. That's incredible. Like you can like, I can't get it that close. But it says M18 smoke red. Anybody know what the colors indicate? What does red mean? Does red have significance? I feel like I should have read up on this, but I never did. I was always curious. You guys remember the episode, episode 4, I believe, Band of Brothers, when Winters throws the grenade and he says, "Go on smoke." And I think that was like a red smoke grenade. I wonder if that has significance, like, you know, like when you're doing assaulting an enemy position. Cool. Here's the NCO kneeling with his binoculars. I really like how later on, King and Country started putting pictures of the models on the box. I thought that was really cool because you can just at a glance know, oh, okay, this is what goes in this box. It's pretty cool. Let's pack this all up here. There we go. Okay, cool. Yeah, so we have the, here's the flak jacket. So these this would mean that these are Marines, I would say. Yeah, the Tet Offensive, the 68 Tet Offensive. That happened during, was it the Vietnamese New Year? Was it our New Year? I don't know. Let's get the box here. But yeah, when that Tet Offensive happened, if you guys have seen the movie Full Metal Jacket, do you remember? And Walter Cronkite now says that the war is unwinnable. So after that Tet Offensive happened, make sure my name is not on this. Oh no, it's just a pack. No, my name is on this. Oopsie. What do we have here? Okay, a bunch of like wadded up stuff here. Let me cut this. Okay. All right. Slice things with my mind. Oh, these are pretty beat up. I wonder what's in here. This says it is nothing. This doesn't say that it's anything. So it looks like whatever was in here, they peeled the sticker off. I don't remember what this is. Let's see. Does the packing slip say? Oh, this is the guard box, I think. This is that polystone material. I wonder why they had like, I guess maybe for visibility, right? Maybe they had like these weird diagonal lines, these very, very noticeable diagonal lines. Maybe they did that for visibility. And here's the guard. Again, if you've seen my previous unboxings, I go on about how I love like guard stances, figurines in like guard stance. I just love that, you know, this whole like, I'm guarding things, you know. Let's see, does he fit in the box here? Maybe if it rains, he can like slot himself in there. Have to move the rifle. Just like, oh, I gotta go in here. It's getting cold. Awesome. Yeah, I just wanted that. Actually, originally, I wanted to do this for my little toy war video. I thought it'd be funny if we had like a witty, like a guard with just like a Weisenheimer that just, you know, said ridiculous things and didn't let people pass. That was the whole idea behind it. But I have so many other projects cooking right now. I don't think I have the time to, I don't think I have the time to do the next Toy Soldier installment. Let me get the next box here. I'm even making my own sound effects. Now, if the amazing toy soldiers don't get you to subscribe to my channel, maybe my incredible sound effects will. So what I'm saying is hit the subscribe button. It's right over there. This is more Vietnam stuff. Yeah, I'm building up my Vietnam stuff, guys. When I was a kid, I used to love VN 137. There we go. When I was a kid, I was obsessed with like Vietnam War movies, you know, like Platoon and Full Metal Jacket, Hamburger Hill, all of those movies. And here we go. This is a guy firing his M16. And here's the accompanying guy. He's like, what do you see? He's around the corner. There's actually like a similar World War II set that that has like this kind of like, hey, what's around the corner type deal, you know? And this guy's just shooting away. Again, from the Tet Offensive. It's got the little oil thing. I think that's like weapon, like lubricant, right, for the weapon. And a Marlboro box right there. And it's got his toothbrush and a card. That's cool. Nice little detail. And the airbrushing is really nicely done here with these. Awesome. Yeah, so as a kid, I used to love to pretend to play war, like at my house. And one time I took an old umbrella and a bunch of cardboard and some duct tape, and I made an M16. Did any of you guys ever like make fake toy weapons out of like everyday household stuff? All right, let's get this paper out of here. Okay, and what's in here? Let's see if I can just kind of pull this open here. Okay, that was a nice clean cut. You guys like that? Ooh, Ziploc bag. This is, and this looks like tissue, Kleenex, I hope. Nothing but the finest tissues for me. I don't know what's in here. I have no idea what's in here. Who wants to guess? Okay. Here's what we'll do. I'm going to use my magic to open these up one at a time. Ready? Left guy? Whoa, it's a guard. Nice. Second guy? Fantastic. And third guy? Look at that. It's 3 guards. 3 D-Day guards. Who's on first, etc. Yeah, so I got these guys, I got these at auction. eBay auction. You get some fantastic deals. You'll never guess what I paid for all 3 of these. Go ahead, guess. Make a guess. $20. $20 for all 3 guys. I was the only one that placed a bid. I waited until the very end. By the way, that's a strategy. You wait until the very end, and then you put in your bid. Although technically you could put in any bid, right? And eBay will bid for you automatically. But I don't know. I just feel better about it. Let's get the next box in here. As our grand finale. This is our last box, guys. Last box. But it's a big one. Just like Christmas. Let me raise up the camera. Get a better view of this whole spiel here. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and cut this open. Yeah! There we go. Ooh, extra security. All right. My magical powers didn't quite open everything up. We'll have to rely on. By the way, if you're interested in buying any of these models, I think this might be a vehicle. If you're looking to bolster your own collection, I will have links to these for eBay. Let's see what's in here. And then, of course, I also have lots of articles. I have lots of articles and historical articles in addition to set reviews on my website, operationtoybox.com. Check that out if you're interested in history. All right. So these are unfortunately stuck open, it looks like. They can't close. And this looks like a pretty big cannon. I think this might be the M4E8, the Sherman Easy 8, right? With the 76 millimeter cannon. Okay. In decent shape, honestly. Let's see. Does it say? Yeah, it just says Sherman. Sherman. Nice. This is that polystone material. All right, let's pop the turret on there. Yeah, I think this is the Easy 8. Easy 8 Sherman. These were introduced in, if I'm correct in assuming that this is the E8. The E8 Shermans were introduced in August of 1944. Here's a crew member. He looks a little forlorn. He's like, oh man. He's got a Tommy gun, which I guess is a thing. And this is, yeah, DD-27C. So that means there's other guys here. Let's see what's in here. This is the machine gun. I think this is a Browning 50 caliber machine gun, right? It goes in the weapons mount right there, or does it go in the back? I think it might go in the back. Yeah, I think you go like that. Or maybe you can like swap it, right? Maybe you can put it here and shoot from there. I don't know. The very first unboxing that I did, you remember we had like a guy that we called Bob because he was right in front in that tank. And I think that was just a Sherman, a regular Sherman. So this is the tank commander. Where does he go? He must go here. Oh yeah, look at that. No, he's got binoculars. Let's see what the next guy is, because he's kind of here's this guy. This guy is just like, I'm just having some coffee here. Yeah, so this guy must be here, and then in which case this machine gun must go here. Otherwise it will be, all right, let's see. I almost like want to glue this guy, right, in place. Again, resale value be damned. I just want a functioning. I'm a practical man with practical needs. I just don't want my commanders to fall out of the tank. So here he is. He's looking. So this must be the commander, right? This guy looks like the driver or the gunner. I don't know. But whatever he is, he's enjoying himself some. I think there are, 4 or 5 people in a Sherman crew. You know, my knowledge of tank crews in from 1944 are basically the movie Fury. So, by the way, that tank, you can buy that tank. King & Country does make the Fury tank. And it's like $800, which is crazy. Well, here we go. This is our Sherman Easy 8, which became the standard medium tank for the Allied forces. Here's one of the guys sitting there. Let's bring this all down and look at everything we've unboxed so far. So quick review. We have some Vietnam guys from the Tet Offensive. I mean, Americans. We have the NCO right there. We have our SS guard with his little guard box there. Then we have this trio of randoms. Right, we have our airborne guy that's kind of running. And then we have our 3rd Infantry Division sergeant right there. And we have a prone position bar gunner. He's looking for grabbing another ammo magazine out of his pouch. We have some Afrika Korps guys, okay? And then we have our triple guards in like very ceremonial uniforms. You know, let's bring those here. Cool. All right, well, like and subscribe and all that good stuff, and I will see you for the next unboxing. Thanks, guys.